just a few more observations before I finally sign out. Running those pictures past individuals who were in the picture or who remember that day, I found on most occasions people are saying that they were the colours that they were wearing and that was realistic. In addition to it almost adding extra detail to people's faces in terms of extra pixels of colour, it's also adding detail to the grass and to the sky by adding extra pixels of detail there. You can almost see the change in shade of green across the lawn, and it just makes everything feel that more intricate. I mean, look at these images you can see now of lawns that it's you never think it had been colorized. It looks like that's the way it was. Over about 2 weeks, I ran all 2080 of my black and white photos through that algorithm. Of the 2080, 1,682, that's 1682, was successful. So for me, that works out at an 80% success rate. Now that's only my own limited data. That's not me giving a definitive on how AI works. For me, that was 80%, which I think is an extremely impressive figure. The only ones that failed were the ones that were maybe earlier scans I'd done many years ago, which actually weren't 600 DPI. And when I rescanned them in 600 DPI, remastered them and ran them back through, all of them colorized. So that was 100% success rate. The only way it got confused was sometimes you find bits of blue bleed into images, which is fine, and there's another video coming up which will tell you how to improve them. Because the AI is great, it saves you time, and then there's often maybe 20 minutes of tweaking that you then want to do to improve them, and that 20 minutes of tweaking often involves you remastering the image, which means painting out cracks, which I would always do. If you want to colour them, do it afterwards, because it makes more sense, because often when you colour them it can create slight blemishes which then come out strangely in the colorizer. If you have no intention of colorizing, if you have no intention of colorizing, restore away. If you're going to restore, colour first, then restore. Otherwise, painting those cracks, say there's a slight line that you've left, that might come out a strange lump or colour, a lump of colour in the picture, so do be careful. The only other place it gets confused is if you're doing a beach scene. There are times where it makes the sand go blue, because it thinks the sand is the sea, or it makes the sea go yellow like it's sand. It gets confused. The only other way it gets confused is if someone's got sunburn, sometimes it leaves the sunburn in black and white. So again, you can fix that. When you're fixing the cracks and the blemishes in the picture, you can get a shade and just shade over that back. So it really means that what used to be a 4-hour job a picture becomes maybe 15-20 minutes. In that 15 to 20 minutes, for 3 seconds is the AI working, if maybe 3 to 5, and more impressively, you get 2 for the price of 1. You don't just get to improve the color, you also get to restore the image, which would have been additional time on top of colorizing it under the old system. The other brilliant thing I find is that you may have noticed that I found that analog photography got really, really sharp and clear around the time digital photography took off. So you find 2006, suddenly everyone's getting digital cameras, and those were quite low res because that was a new technology and the affordable cameras weren't that powerful. Whereas you could get a really powerful film camera which had better quality results, but people weren't using them. It was the same when colour came in the late 60s, early 70s. Black and white finally got to a point where it was crystal clear. And we then suddenly went to really blurry colour images. So what this means now is that by colorizing them, we're suddenly unlocking these really, really sharp, clear, powerful images from not that long ago in vibrant colour, where the people at the time can clarify whether the colours are correct or not. Especially things like wedding pictures. In the 70s, you find a lot of wedding pictures are still black and white, but they're the best quality picture on the market, and they come out like like a late 90s colour picture. Don't forget to subscribe to get that video all about how to take your raw AI conversions and really put them to the max and get these lovely colorized restored image. Likewise, if you didn't want to colorize them, skip this video and you'll now get a chance to see how you can restore your images to be perfect quality, as if they were never printed. They're perfect images. They can be printed out again without blemish, and they're perfect new masters. Bye for now.